Pisces, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. Pisces, we are connecting with the energy of the angels to begin this channeling. Feel the presence of Archangel Chamuel around you, bringing emotional healing to you, to your life, to your relationship, to your family. Wow. And he is speaking to us about signs. Listen to the sign that I am going to give you with this reading. But what I am telling you is from Archangel Chamuel because you are receiving signs. Your intuition is quite aligned with listening to the angelic signs that can come from many places. You also have to listen to your inner voice, what you are needing now, right? Also, listening connects you directly to communication. You are in communication with the angels, and the messages you receive are true and real, so you have to trust them. This card is the way your angels have of proving that you are indeed listening. That is why I am telling you that this is a sign. You have been wondering if your prayers were being answered and if they were actually being heard by the universe. They have been sending you messages repeatedly, and through your feelings, your dreams, visions, inner voices, and your own awareness, you are sensing them. They are trying to reach you, so pay close attention. If you have the instinct to call someone, go somewhere, or read something, it is important that you do so and that you follow that feeling, those indications. With this sign, the angels ask you to let them take charge of your worries. Regarding divine guidance, you are truly communicating with paradise. So, I really want you to take the time to enjoy these conversations because the signs we receive are truly very important. Let us now take a moment together to see exactly what the angels are telling us today. These are always generalized readings. You know that if you want to address your specific case, you can book your reading to have a personal reading with me through the website. You always see it there. The video, but you also have a pinned comment that takes you directly to the site comfortably. You can choose the reading of your preference there. Let's connect then with the signs of the angels. Well, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel, and you have Raoul here. Well, you have three spectacular cards, Pisces. The sign that you might be wanting to receive is through what is that communication that I just told you about, right? Communication between you and another person, heart-to-heart communication. The Two of Cups is a card that connects us with union, with commitment, with alliance, with an opening of vision to find balance in a relationship or balance in a partnership or balance in a friendship or balance also in finances. So the doubts that you may be having at this moment regarding all that begin to dissipate, they begin to disappear because you find the balance, control to from your personal place, accommodate what is needed, go to places if you feel it, manage that conversation, manage certain resources, and there you will notice the changes. Those changes open up to what is excellent communication with love and a very balanced possibility of managing what could be your stability. So it is true that if the Two of Cups appears, I have to tell you that it is an emerging emotional union, something that will connect you with another person through commitment and the recognition of a clear feeling, or you will also be feeling that you want to share with that person and that person with you, because there is divine justice that is operating precisely for that union to happen or for that union to prosper, for that balance in the relationship to appear as well. And it is a sign, and an indicator also that resources are arriving to generate financial stability, family stability, and that has a lot to do also with what you are needing. Whether it concerns a family, professional, or social setting, you needed to receive the sign that you are going to succeed. You are about to achieve your goals, and that realization brings a sense of deep relief. And for that, you will be very grateful because what is approaching is economic success and the closing of a cycle of what could be economic lack, relational lack with the family. Something that you are wanting to have to feel safe and to recover as well after a moment of crisis or loss. That is why justice is so important in your reading. Wow, how impressive. Justice is being served for you, Pisces. Justice is being served for you. There is no arguing with that. That is why justice is so important in your reading. Because you are from your place, you are releasing what is karma. Here is the Judgment card. There is the Moon card. You must not have fear or doubt that what you are perceiving precisely is so. Well, justice also tells us that you will be making decisions, balanced and equitable decisions. It can be for work issues. It can also be for issues with an environment that is stressing you out a bit, putting pressure on you a bit, because there is the Five of Wands. Trying to balance the situation also makes sense so that you can conveniently withdraw at the right moment to avoid ending up more hurt or disadvantaged. It is all about finding that necessary peace for yourself. If you are defending something that is important to you, that connects with your personal stability and financial stability, there is a very promising announcement that balance is coming for you. And above all, the solution to that problem. As I was telling you, justice is a card that is also telling us about decisions that you are going to make regarding many things. There are several topics here, economic decisions, because you also have a Two of Pentacles here. So it may be that the Two of Pentacles is announcing a very positive change regarding what is a renewal in your material part. Because proposals arrive, another type of situation arrives in your life that you will have to incorporate into the life you already have built. And that can in some way generate certain uncertainty or imbalance. But luckily, there is justice, and that justice is what also helps you to be able to handle things in a coordinated way and execute everything in a way that is totally comfortable for you, and above all, also to transform things. Because the Two of Pentacles is also telling us that you are capable of keeping what serves you, what adds to you, and what is useful to you, and not wasting time, energy, money, whatever it is that you are investing in something or someone that is not worth it. So there too, you're making decisions from that place to balance everything because you want to renew your life. And accompany this with that movement of renewal in the economy and also in other situations of how things were happening in your life. That is why the Two of Cups came out. So whether you're in a relationship or not, for you, life adjusts at the level of what could be a relationship and also finances. Do you see that there is a call to become aware and to get out of a limited reality, right? You react to a situation because you are also deciding how to do it, because you are in the place of the Empress. You are obviously heading toward a situation you will know how to handle and manage from a very interesting perspective. You are prepared and ready to give, but also ready to receive many things in return, all multiplied. You have what it takes to navigate this with total confidence and grace. It could be work, it could be affection, it could also be personal development, it could be in self-esteem, right? Because this card gives you a lot of value. And above all, the courage you should gain from knowing that your intuition is not wrong and that you can develop yourself through some kind of plan or spread your wings and soar based on that plan. Though you still do not see very clearly how to do it, right? But there is something that calls you to do it. And if you follow that sign, follow that guide, surely the result you get is a very favorable result for you. Here you have a Page of Swords. The Page of Swords shows up when you two are on high alert, right? Alert enough to stay properly attuned to all kinds of signals in your surroundings that are worth knowing about, because that also lets you stay alert in a defensive way. It gives you a certain vigilance, a sense of distance and security that helps you weigh the pros and cons and make a decision about whatever is in front of you, whether it's a project, an invitation, or a challenge you want to take on. Furthermore, this also gives you a certain distance or security that allows you to, well, evaluate the pros and cons and then make a decision on any issue that may have to do with a project, an invitation you receive, or a challenge you have ahead and you want to get involved. Since you have the moon, it is possible that this invitation comes from what I just mentioned and you aren't aware of it. In other words, the outcome isn't being shown to you very clearly. There is something that is telling you that if you stay alert, you stay perceptive, being able to see absolutely everything, or rather feeling absolutely everything from your personal place, there is no type of inconvenience because this excites you a lot. It is a card that speaks to us about the energy of enthusiasm within you and that in some way you want to move into action with this. And here you are testing your ideas and putting your skills to the test too, while staying especially alert to ensure you do not make any mistakes along the way. Because if you are also trying to occupy some important place, for example, at work, or stand out for some situation, it is also necessary to reconsider this, right? Be alert so as not to get distracted and not make any mistakes along the way. Because you are discovering something, you are also going to experience something. You have a Two of Pentacles, meaning something new with which you are going to get involved, that perhaps you even need to learn something about this matter. But you, with this Page of Swords, have a quite open mentality and are quite focused on that. So there will not be any kind of inconvenience. Do not doubt. Do not doubt your capacity. Do not doubt your possibilities, because you really are quite lucid for all of this. It tells me that you might also come to understand that this Page of Swords arrives with some specific news directly related to that very subject you have been wanting to know more about. It is effectively pointing you toward an answer you seek, ensuring that you will finally have the clarity you need regarding the situation because you are currently quite focused on finding it. It is also a sign, it is information, it is an informant, right? It will give you a report, it will give you news, and it is a report, news with great detail from the person's place of vision, right? In other words, it comes with that person's perception. That is why it is also important that you notice what you perceive from what that person tells you, what you perceive, what you feel about what that person tells you, right? And I also like it because it relates a bit to justice in some way, because you are executing justice. Because the Page of Swords is also a card that speaks to us about the fact that you could be reacting to what is a tense situation, that you might be perceiving lies within this particular matter or piece of information, and that you might feel the need to execute justice in some way, right? It really suggests that you are standing your ground against a certain level of dishonesty, and you are feeling driven to bring the truth to light and restore balance to your circumstances. Well, here, if this is wrong, it is unfair, and there is some type of abuse of authority or power in the circumstances, you will be defending the situation, and even more so if it is from a personal place. Here you have a very beautiful card, which is the Hermit card. All these decisions that you are going to make are quite mature decisions. So you are not going to let yourself be carried away by a hostile environment, by an environment that might manage to complicate things for you, or by someone who might not like it very much or whom it might not suit. Whatever you are deciding, the path you want to head toward, or whatever you wish to do, it is very interesting to know that the Two of Cups and Judgment are also connecting us with soulmates. It is the awakening of the souls. And it may be that this is the right moment for you and that person of interest to decide, well, to bet on a relationship in this present moment, or if we are in a relationship, to agree on what needs to be agreed upon to fix the complication that may exist, the disagreement that may exist in this moment in the relationship, and to accommodate it. Perhaps you are not in a relationship, you are alone, you are single. Well, life is bringing you together with that other part, right? With that other half, because what is a connection through divine justice with a person is inevitable. Your financial relief, prosperity, and well-being are also inevitable. That is exactly why you are moving away from relationships, circumstances, or habits that do not contribute to this growth. You are clearing the path for the abundance that is now rightfully and undeniably making its way into your life. And there's also a situation that is being adjusted by restitution, meaning there is also karma that is being applied from your place. There is a brutal harvest being reaped in love and in money. Well, whoever has been unjust to you will obviously be receiving their due. You are the one who controls your destiny, of course, with your decisions and your actions. That is what the angels are telling you, another sign. Let's connect with this beautiful reading. Pisces.